Hey, what's up guys? My name is Chaz Fernandez. I'm a Hudson County Realtor, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sell your condo without a realtor. Number one, you want to understand the local condo market in your area. It's definitely a lot easier to, find the pricing of your condo compared to, let's say, a house. The reason being is, let's say, for example, you live in the Galaxy Towers, and you live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo. Well, you could literally find all the condos in the Galaxy Towers that are 2-bedroom, 1-bath that have sold in the last 6 months, and that will give you a very accurate price of what your condo will go for. Obviously, there's going to be some instances where maybe the square footage is a little different, or maybe one condo has a skyline view and the other one's on the first floor. Weird things like that, but you're going to get a really nice, accurate description, and you can even see, oh wow, when Billy sold his condo, that's just like mine, it took him 36 days, or it took him 28 days, or there's so much data that you can just look at and be like, okay, it'll give you an idea of how long it's going to take to sell your house. You'll know how much to price your house for, your condo for. So definitely a lot easier to understand your local condo market, because the condos are so similar. Number two, preparing your condo for sale. So remember, when you're selling your condo with or without a realtor, you want to make sure it looks great. If it has a lot of clutter in your condo, put it into a storage unit. Clean it up. Make sure the carpet's clean. Counters are polished. Definitely cleaning and the decluttering, the brooming, all that stuff is very important. In addition to that, little things matter too. If you have a chandelier and two of the little light filaments are not working, replace it. Replace the light bulbs. If your bathroom doorknob is loose, tighten it. Those little things are definitely going to matter. So you might even want to look into a staging service. Staging services, they kind of take care of a lot of that stuff. And also, I would definitely highly recommend that you hire a photographer. You want to have great pictures, because those pictures are the ones that are going to go on Zillow and the Trulia and the Realtor.com, and so definitely get good photos. Definitely hire a photographer. I'm sure that there's some college kids that have a nice camera that'll do it for cheaper than a professional one if you want to save some money. But definitely look into that. Number three, navigating your individual condo association rules / home association rules. So this is going to be specific to your condo, right? You want to make sure that you have a copy of the bylaws and regulations of your particular condo association. This is important because you want to know, well, hey, will a buyer have to be approved by the board? By the homeowner association, by the condo association? That matters. Are there rules against an open house? Maybe you're not allowed to have an open house. If you are, maybe there are stipulations to it. Little things like this, you want to know. You want to have all the information that's necessary, so then if a buyer or a buyer's agent asks you something, you can answer it, or at the very least, you can refer to them where they can find that answer. So definitely, get that copy. Get that copy. That's definitely very important. A little bit of an action tip. If there's a way that you can get that copy of your association's rules in digital format, that would be even better, because then you can always have it with you on your phone, and then you can even email it to buyers or buyer's agent if they ask you a particular question. Number four, marketing your condo. This one is personally my favorite because I love marketing. I went to college for marketing. I've always been a marketing nerd, as many years as I can remember, ever since high school, right? So when it comes to marketing your condo, do all the stuff that, everyone does when they sell a home without a realtor. The simple stuff, putting it on Zillow, putting it on Trulia, putting it on Realtor.com. And when you do put it on those websites, making sure you're filling it out, all the information. Make sure you put the square footage. When it's asking you, the cooling section, how is it cooled? Is it central air? The heating, is it central, or is it radiators? You want to fill out everything. How about the parking? Is it garage, or do you get your own parking spot? Fill out everything. You want to make sure you have it as detailed as possible, and make sure you have a good description. If you can't think of a good description, go to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will write a nice description for you. Okay, so that's the basic stuff. Continuing on further, Look into other, niche channels to, market your home, your condo, whether that be Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, the Nextdoor app. You're definitely going to get a lesser quality lead from those 3 services, but the more eyeballs, the better. The next thing you want to do is, honestly, I don't think it's a horrible idea to, literally speak to every single one of your neighbors. Speak to every single one of your neighbors. Let them know that you're selling your condo. That way, then you can go like, hey, Jose, I'm selling my condo. In case, I'm just letting you know in case you have any family or friends that are looking to move into this area, looking to move into this building. You want as many eyeballs as possible. Give yourself every chance. Okay. This is a pro tip. You're not gonna hear anybody else say this, right? So obviously, when you're selling your home without a realtor, every single day you're going to receive calls of real estate agents trying to solicit you, trying to be like, hey, I'll list your home or this and that. Obviously, if you're not interested, you tell them no. But instead of just hanging up, be like, well, hey, listen, Chaz, I'm not interested, but I give you permission if you want to promote my home on your social media. Now, the reason why it's a win-win for everybody, it's a win for you because now your home, your condo is being promoted on someone else's social media who's a real estate agent, who their audience or people who's interested in that kind of stuff. So it's a win for you because now you get free marketing. It's a win for the real estate agent because now they get to provide value to their audience with properties that aren't on the MLS. The next thing you can do as well is you can actually pay a real estate agent to list your home on the MLS. Now, they're not going to sell your home, you're not making an agreement, but you're paying them a one-time flat fee of like $500, and they're putting that home on the MLS. The reason why that's a big pro to you is because now when a real estate agent goes on the MLS to find homes for their client, your home's going to show up on the MLS. Because real estate agents aren't going on Zillow, they're not going on Realtor.com to find homes for their clients, they're going on the MLS. So now by you paying a realtor just to put your home on the MLS, you're now every single agent in the area has access to your home to show their clients. That's also a huge plus. And then obviously more little things, what kind of amenities does your condo have? Does it have a gym? Does it have a pool? If you're like the Galaxy, you have I think you have like a spa area or like a pickleball courts. Showcase that. Include pictures of that. Make sure that when you hire a photographer, make sure the photographer takes pictures of those amenities as well. So that way, then that can also be a part of the marketing strategy. I mentioned before, open house. Do an open house. If you really want to be aggressive, you can do an open house once a week until your condo is sold. There are so many things that you can do to get eyeballs and get people into your home. I would even recommend, if you're tech savvy, like I said, my background's marketing, so I'm certified in Google Ads and I'm proficient in Facebook ads. I would actually go and I would actually run a social media ads. I'd put like $25. If I were you, put $25 towards an advertisement that's just showing your listing. Because now you're showing it to people in your area who may be interested. Like I said, the more eyeballs, the better. Number 5, closing the sale. Now you're in negotiations with the buyer, right? There's a lot of different things that you may need to understand. You need to understand, how are they financing it? Is it a conventional loan? Is it an FHA loan? Is it a VA loan? Because that matters. If it's an FHA loan, you may not want to go through the hassle of it. Because believe it or not, if a buyer has an FHA loan, which is perfectly fine, but they would need a government home inspector to approve the property. So, for example, if you as a seller are not willing to make certain repairs on your home, then that buyer who has an FHA loan won't be able to use that loan to purchase your property. These are things that you have to keep in mind. Not to mention, even if you do get an offer and everything's great, don't just accept it. I mentioned before, have a lawyer, 1,000,000%. If you got one thing from this video, get a lawyer, right? Get a lawyer. You want somebody who can understand the fine print, who can read through it, make sure that no one's pulling a fast one, right? Definitely get a lawyer who specializes in real estate. By the way, that's pretty obvious. Understand things. Are you comfortable with the closing date? Are the buyers including anything that says that they want certain fixtures of your home? you know, be aware of this stuff. Have a lawyer to back you up, so that way then they can catch anything and they can advise you, hey, just so you know, do you know this? So then you can make an informed decision. All right, there you go, guys. That's how you sell your condo in Hudson County, okay? Listen, like I said, I am a Hudson County realtor, so if you decide that, hey, you know what, maybe this is a lot of stuff that I don't want to do it by myself. Maybe I want, somebody who has my best interest in my corner. I would be very glad to, have a conversation with you so we can see if it makes sense for both of us. I always like to say, I like to work with people who want to work with me. So that's my mindset towards business. I like to offer a no pressure approach. If you did decide you wanted to work with me, just know that my listing agreements can be canceled at any time. So so if you're like, after a week, if you're like, oh man, this Chaz guy stinks, you can just fire me, which is the greatest part. Obviously, I don't think that'll be an issue. Like I said, my background's in marketing, so I know how to get eyeballs onto homes. Okay, so once again, guys, my name is Chaz Fernandez. My contact info is in the description below if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in the next video.